Hi Aries, this is your February 27th through March 5th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly's reading. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll then do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Four of Wands, we have the King of Swords clarified by the Eight of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Six of Wands. In the potential outcome, we have the Two of Cups with the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Taurus on the table. But you make a perfect couple, a power couple as a matter of fact, and somebody knows it, somebody sees the potential. I believe somebody is playing a matchmaker here, and by somebody I think the Empress on the bottom of the deck, that would be that person. Somebody who knows both of you, and they know that the two of you will make a really good perfect couple, and I think this person is 100% correct. Okay, the Empress, by the way, could be you in the future. The Empress is a mother figure or significant other or wife figure, right? But for most of you, it's somebody both of you know. Perhaps you even know each other for some of you. But for most of you, it's just a mutual friend, or perhaps it's your mom or it's their mom or your auntie or their auntie or someone like that. You know, the Empress is usually somebody who is older, a mother figure, a grandmother figure, you know, somebody who is a figure of authority. The Empress is also a very nurturing energy, right? It could be, I don't know, someone both of you know, right? And what's interesting about this reading, well, there's a few interesting things. First of all, the King and the Queen of Swords, right? A power couple, that's what I usually call the King and the Queen of Swords. And another thing is that we actually start with the Four of Wands, the first card that came out, which is a card of a commitment or marriage. And we end with the Ten of Pentacles right next to the deck, which is also a commitment or marriage card. Alright, so no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you've got commitment marriage cards surrounding you. The Four of Wands could play out as perhaps some kind of an event or a celebration. It could be like a family reunion, but it's not just a family. You're also inviting friends, neighbors, and perhaps they will bring somebody with them. You know, perhaps the Empress is organizing something. It could be their birthday. If they're Pisces, it could be their birthday, or some kind of a, you know, gathering that's happening with the Four of Wands. And both of you are invited. Okay? To me personally, the Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding. So it could be a wedding, it could be an engagement party, you know, or rehearsal dinner party, I don't know. Right? So here comes the King of Swords. So once the two of you get acquainted, I think it's going to progress. I think it's going to unfold, develop really quickly. I think, like I said earlier, whoever is matching the two of you is correct. The two of you will make a great, fantastic couple, right? The King of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands. Perhaps they're flying in. The Eight of Wands is a card of travel, sometimes by air, right? But the Eight of Wands is also a card of communication, a lot of communication. And my favorite interpretation of the Eight of Wands is the Cupid's arrows card. So yes, there's going to be an instant connection between the two of you, instant chemistry. And the next card I come out is the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Six of Wands. So you see, before I started clarifying, we had the King of Swords, immediately followed up by the Ace of Swords. And that Ace of Swords most definitely belonged to the King of Swords. You see how the King of Swords, well actually both the King and the Queen of Swords are holding up a sword. But in this case, I think this is the sword that the King of Swords is holding up. This is a card of somebody who is being very straightforward, very direct. They're not going to be beating around the bush or playing around. They'll just, you know, they'll see you, they'll realize that yes, the two of you make a great, fantastic couple, and they will immediately pursue you. And they will immediately talk to you with that Ace of Swords. Because with the Ace of Swords, yeah, it's a very straightforward conversation. The Six of Wands, well, the Ace of Swords is also a card of a new beginning. Okay, the Six of Wands, clarifying it, is a card of victory, success. It's a card of attention. So yes, you will have this person's full and undivided attention. And by the way, back in the day, the Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card. I don't know if it's going to be a proposal this week, but that's what I think everything is indicating. That's where you two of you are heading. In the potential outcome, we have the Two of Cups with the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so for the reading's sake, I assume you're the Queen of Swords, right? I should have probably mentioned it earlier. But you can assign the roles as you wish. Right, so we got you, the Queen of Swords, power couple, perfect match with this King of Swords. And the Two of Cups to the left from the Queen of Swords, there's two people there, right? That's you and them. It's a card of soulmate connection. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of when two people see eye to eye, two people, feel the same way towards one another. And as already briefly mentioned, the last card that came out is the Ten of Pentacles, which is a card of a commitment of marriage. Rock solid commitment of marriage, as a matter of fact. I really like how we have, pretty much all elements on the table, right? We've got swords, we've got wands, we've got pentacles, and we've got cups, right? So both of you perhaps are, very well educated, or, you are versed in many areas. It's like, you're jacks of all trade, and most importantly, you will make a power couple. I'm not even going to bother with an extended for you, Aries. I think this looks awesome. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already married, or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Three of Wands. Then we have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Well, I'm sure you've already noticed we only have Pentacles and Wands on the table. And Wands are your energy, right? And Pentacles are all about choices. You'll have a couple of options. And the Page of Pentacles right there clarifying you, the Queen of Wands. This is some kind of either purchase or a down payment for something. That's what it kind of looks like. And you're definitely in charge of this decision. What else is new? Right, Aries? Yeah, we've got the Six of Pentacles, the first card that came out. Then we have the Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Both of those two cards are talking about the same thing. Some kind of a choice, a couple of options. You're choosing between two different washing machines, I don't know, two different vacation destinations, two different houses to purchase, what have you, okay? And you're going to be in charge of making this decision, all right? So it's whatever you choose, that's how it's going to go, all right? The Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. And again, I think that's you who's got the final saying, who's got the power of a verdict, right? And the Ace of Wands right next to the deck most definitely belongs to you, right? You see how the Queen of Wands is holding up a wand, right? That's exactly the wand we see in the Ace of Wands. And again, I think the Page of Pentacles is, it has something to do with either some kind of a purchase or finances in some shape or form, right? And perhaps, like I said, the Page of Pentacles is not really that big of a deal, or it's simply the first or the initial or the down payment on something. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Eight of Cups clarified by the Five of Wands. We have the Six of Cups clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Fool. We have the Nine of Wands, and we also have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, we've got this King of Pentacles coming back to you. So it could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody with a lot of Earth in their chart. And if I were you, Aries, I would question their motives, okay? It looks like they just recently got into a major fight. Perhaps they're still kind of connected to that person, right? Perhaps they are on the break from that person, or they're just looking for a rebound. Something is a little off. I would question why this person is coming back right now. Well, perhaps they will have a perfect explanation. In that case, I would do a bit of a research if I were you. That is if you want to give them a second chance. If you don't, then just, turn them down. So yeah, we start off with the Eight of Cups clarified by the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of a conflict, and the Eight of Cups in this case, this is either them actually coming back to you, or this is them walking away from someone else whom they just had that fight, whom they just broke up with, right? And here they come with that Six of Cups. Clarified by the King of Pentacles we already talked about. Then the King of Pentacles clarified by the Fool. So there is, this whole thing, this whole reading is a whole bunch of red flags. The Fool is, granted, the Fool could be a card of second chances, but the Fool could also be a card of, hey, let's just fool around, that type of energy, right? And the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, that's you. That's your major arcana card. The Fool, by the way, is also one of your major arcana cards. All right, and the Nine of Wands right next to the deck, I think that's your energy. That's you. The Nine of Wands is a card of somebody who is suspicious, somebody who doesn't say, hey, let's try it. Quite the opposite. The Nine of Wands is a card of somebody who says, you know what, I would rather not. This is a card of a wounded warrior. This is a card of somebody who puts up a wall between themselves and the person they're dealing with. So yeah, question this person's motive. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries, this week. We have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Ten of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Sun, and we have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I think somebody is going to ask you for help. Figure something out, solve a puzzle, tackle some kind of a difficult situation, because they know you can definitely make it happen, and I think you will. All right, so you got this Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Somebody's gonna, perhaps, book a conference room and talk to you, bring sandwiches, bring coffee, donuts, what have you. Or say you are an independent contractor or you're a freelancer, then somebody will ask you to come and grab a cup of coffee, or grab a bite together. They'll obviously pay for that dinner, or they better pay for it. And what you're going to be talking about is that Seven of Cups clarified by the Ten of Wands that we have in the beginning. The Ten of Wands is a card of a burden. It's a card of something that's taken a toll on us, something that's tough. The Seven of Cups is a card of multiple choice, or a card of uncertainty and clarity, right? So this is what they're going to be talking to you about. This puzzle, this issue, something they're struggling with, something they can't figure out on their own. Right, and they know that you can definitely help them out with that. The Knight of Wands in the middle, I think that's you. You're going to jump on this, and you're going to tackle it, you're going to attack it, and you will figure it out. The Sun, the last card that came out, is the happiest card in the deck, and it's a card of clarity. So you're going to clarify it for them. You're going to solve this for them. You're going to help them with that. You're going to make them happy. All right, so I hope that makes sense. But yeah, you're like a puzzle person. Or it kind of reminds me of Pulp Fiction movie. Remember when, I think his name was Wolf or something like that? He comes in and he solves problems. For whatever reason, I just thought of that. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups clarified by Temperance. And we also have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You're going to be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or a Sagittarius. What you're not expecting is this King of Cups come back and apologize to you, and perhaps even compensate you for something. Yeah, this is somebody you definitely already know, right? The King of Cups is either a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with a lot of water in their chart. And the Five of Cups, the first card I came out, this is a card of regret and grief. Okay, so they must have done something, right, that they now regret and they wish they didn't do. Right, the Page of Pentacles, the next card over, this is them coming back. And the thing about the Page of Pentacles, it is often a card of something tangible, something you can touch, so they could literally compensate you. If they owe you money, they'll pay you back, or they will start paying you back. If they took something from you and never gave it back to you, and they will give it back to you. Or perhaps they will give you something just to, again, as some sort of a compensation. All right, the King of Cups is clarified by Temperance. Temperance could be a Sagittarius, but Temperance is a card of healing, burying the hatchet, reconciling, that type of energy, right? And with the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck, you'll have to decide what you want to do with this. Is that compensation enough? Can you forgive and forget? And it's not necessarily an ex. We did see that ex person in the X spread. It could be a friend, a family member, somebody you used to work with, but somebody definitely from your past. All right, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.